So this is what the multiverse looks like.
This is what multiverse looks like. When I heard this sentence from Brendran Fraser in the Oscar 2023 ceremony, I was really curious because what does he mean? It's not common to hear that, and Brendan Fraser showed a depth in thought that made me research about him and make this video. And the more I researched, the more I realized this is an extraordinary case and an extraordinary man. This sentence clearly shows that our future is not known, that there are multiple possibilities for us, and what it seems impossible can happen. And there is always a future where we have massive success, even if it seems it's impossible at the moment, even if our mind tells us it's not possible based on the current situation. For example, Brendan Fraser was at the peak of success around 2003. He was a famous actor, a movie star, had it all, fame, fortune, and then suddenly a dramatic chain of events hit him really hard. Started with sexual assault by some big fish in Hollywood, as he claimed later on. Then, by doing his own action stunts in movies, he had several injuries and had to go through many serious surgeries over 7 years. Then he divorced from his wife after 9 years of marriage while having 3 kids. And around 2008, he disappears from the public scene, really beaten by life and with depression. Most people don't come back from this, but he did. And not only that, he won an Oscar for the Darren Aronofsky movie The Whale. This was totally unpredictable a year ago. No one could have seen this. Yet it happened. It was not written as a possibility in this universe anywhere. Yet he achieved, and that's how the multiverse looks like. Every possibility you can imagine exists and can become true. Everything is possible even if it feels impossible now. And we're going to show how to tap into a portal to our successful universe. Because even if you are not a celebrity, as many of us, you might be going through a hard time, or you have also lived tragical events, lost someone you loved, or something in your life might have changed dramatically. Life can really shake you like that. And the thing is that when you get comfortable with situations in life, we forge our identity based on that situation, based on the people around us, based on our occupation or the city we live in. And when that disappears, we feel completely lost. We feel our identity is shattered. Who are we? We don't know anymore. But that feeling of being lost in terms of identity is a perfect opportunity to find yourself. I believe dramatic events are a way for life to help us in a way to take a vacation on our so-called identity, to help us see the nature of ourselves without external mask and see our natural gifts and talents and personalities by birth. It feels like you need sometimes to kneel down humbly in order to take impulse and jump even higher than you thought possible. And from all the possible lines of time that wait for you in the future, the path that leads you to success has its root in the discovery of yourself. Following that path, being authentic to your essence is the key. Because if life is an orchestra, you are a unique instrument, and you can play this instrument with your unique sound until it sounds beautifully. And the more pure this sound is, the more success and the better multiverse you will attract. But enough of metaphors. If you're feeling down, don't think this is the end. Think of it as an opportunity. Think of cases like Brendan Fraser. Think that there are still multiple possibilities and universes where you can get away from these situations and you can succeed. An important thing is not to listen to what the mind is going to tell you, because high chances are it's going to be a pessimistic projection. Imagine the mind is like a stock market broker, panicking easily when things go down, making projections on a short term with the current data. This is, for example, a graph. It could reflect life completely with its ups and downs. When things are happening around that make you feel good, you feel happy. When things change sometimes dramatically, you feel unstable and you feel you are falling. Look here, for example. If you look at it like this, it feels like the world is ending, and the mind is going to make a pessimistic projection based on this trend. But all you need is to zoom out and keep the global picture. This is what your future can look like: a massive growth towards happiness, fulfillment, and authenticity. And following the stock market analogy, you know that when something is down, it's the best time to invest. So invest in yourself. And back to Brendan Fraser, he became a humble man. He was authentic. He was just there, probably grieving and probably processing all that happened, and then he started to give interviews. He had the courage to open himself to the public and talk about it. He was healing. He wasn't afraid to be judged because he made peace to who he is. After that, he got some roles in TV, and then he was discovered by Darren Aronofsky, who offered him the role of his life in The Whale. When you open yourself and show your true authentic side, your true voice, because you have found yourself after grieving, then you are going to be discovered by people who are sensitive like Darren Aronofsky, who can feel the worth, who can see through people, who can feel the wavelength and resonate with it. He was rediscovered because his sound was pure, his identity was true without the tags of fame, celebrity, and the trauma Brendran Fraser went through made him actually stronger, more genuine, probably a much better actor that could convey true emotions that he had lived himself. In his own words, "I've made peace with who I am now, and I'm glad that the work I can do is based on an emotional reality that's not my own life, but is one that I can strongly identify with." His talent was always there. It never went away because it's part of us. It's our gift. When you are going down, when you are shaken by life, the feeling of falling can be overwhelming and your mind can really sink you down with silly projections. But you have the power to challenge your mind's projections and assumptions about the future. Zoom out in your life graph and see the possibilities, and that a comeback, an even higher comeback, is possible. When you are falling down, you have the power to discover your true worth and true self, regardless of others' approvals or rejections, and a chance to know yourself with unusual depth. The resilience allows a person to transform from a victim to a survivor mindset, and the healing and growth that can occur after a trauma can be absolutely powerful and transformative. And becoming authentic, rediscovering yourself without external tags that shape a false identity, is the portal to a multiverse where we are successful. Pain doesn't have to forever rule our lives. We can heal and move on and still live a full life despite what happened. Our universe has multiple versions and the future has infinite possibilities, and it's entirely up to us to choose your best timeline. So thank you for watching, and I hope you liked this video. This channel is all about overcoming and success and how we can make our life thrive. We talk about success stories, we talk about how to control our mind, distractions, fears, and in general how to become a better and a stronger person that progresses and thrives to authenticity. And if you like success stories, check this video about how I became effects supervisor in Avatar: The Way of Water. Remember to subscribe and press like, and this will help this channel to release content often. And thank you, and see you in the next video.